favorite statue in St. Augustine. Here you can see they're moving it little by little. 100,000 tons. This monument here in Northeast Florida was built to commemorate the lives of 141 men and boys who died during the Civil War. And their bodies were not recovered. And so this monument was built so that their loved ones, their families, could have a place to go. So it's been quiet here this morning. This monument has created divisions in the city. There have been protests, but right now it's quiet. Everything's going pretty much according to plan. No protesters out here. I'm going to move over here to get a different view.
Greg, just keep it hooked up and just let it dangle when we're not using it. The one side to force the other way.
Here you can get an appreciation for the size of this thing.
So does that St. Augustine story?
Well, as they're moving it, they keep having to stop to make adjustments. This dolly that they're moving, they had to change the pins on the dolly a little while ago. And now they're resuming the slow move out to Menendez Avenue. And then tomorrow they plan to put the big, this whole rig on they'll put the whole rig on a barge, and then they're going to take it along the St. Johns River to a location known as the Trout Creek Fish Camp. I'm going to get over in the shade so my phone doesn't heat up again. So here's a question, what is the monument of? It's a monument that was simply built to remember the lives of 44 Civil War dead. There was nearby, here's another comment about a Confederate general. There was a Confederate general, a William Loring, who had a monument a couple hundred yards from here. That movement was moved by the same company a week, 10 days ago. And that monument had remains under it. This monument did not, according to everything that I've seen. So this was not a monument to any general or to any battle. It didn't glorify a battle. It just had the names of 44 war dead on the side of it. There was no Confederate flag, no symbol on the side, just a memorial. The descendants of 38 families, descendants, let's say, of the 44 war dead, sued to try to prevent the relocation of his statue. There were at least 2 lawsuits, and those lawsuits did not prevail. Thanks for your comment, Mark. I try. Just want to be accurate. What I really love about this application, HAPS, is that I can interact with people who are watching, and you guys can set me straight when I make a mistake, and I can try to answer questions. That's the beauty of it. Being an old-fashioned journalist, this is a really new, cool way to do journalism, and I love it. So here's a question. What's the general view there, for or against? I don't have real good information on that. I believe that there was a poll, and the poll showed the poll was against removal maybe a year or 2 ago, but I'm really fuzzy on the details. I can't remember. There's a lot of support for moving it. There's no question about that. One of the big forces for moving it has been the mayor, Tracy Upchurch. And there was a 3-2 vote to move it. 2 of the councilmen who didn't want to move it thought that it would be damaged and maybe break apart while they're moving it. So that created some controversy. Okay, I'm going to go get another view here. So they're now going to make a turn here onto, I think this is Menendez Avenue.
Keep your ears wondering. I'm not going to wait for you know you're still working.
Hi. Okay, let's see here. Any idea what will be done in the space? Well, the Loring Monument, a couple hundred yards away, what they've done there is they just put fresh sod over the spot where that monument was. I don't know what they're going to do in the spot where this monument was. Here's a comment from Mark about, you heard they were going to put in a marker about a lynching. Yes, I read that the city council some time ago expressed support for a lynching of a black man. And some of those opposed to putting in that marker said that the lynching didn't even occur in St. Augustine, and so why put it here in this city? And that's part of the kind of one of the arguments of lawyers and others who filed a lawsuit to try to stop the movement of this monument. They said that they object to the reinterpretation of the meaning of the monument so many years after it was built, and said that the people who originally built it, you know, had in mind just to have this be a simple memorial to their war dead. It wasn't symbolic of glorifying any battles. It didn't have any Confederate flag on it, no markings. There were no generals glorified. And so they argue that it was something that's more like something you'd find in a cemetery and should have been kept here, particularly in St. Augustine, a city that has built an entire tourism industry around its history, given that it's the oldest city, continuously occupied settlement in the United States. The Spanish settled this city in 1565. So here for Nancy, who just joined us, what's going on here? This is the movement of a controversial Confederate memorial. It's being relocated. Here's a comment from Travis Nix. Sad day for our historic town of St. Augustine. So it looks like that's the gentleman controlling the hydraulic rig right there in the blue hat. Because as you can see, there's not actually a driver. Here's another comment. Our country is being destroyed piece by piece. Okay, I'm going to move down a little further. It's getting warm out here.
I'll pour down $7 in that yellow line, okay?
You're smart. You found a spot in the shade.
Okay, stop it. Don't switch moves. Stop it. Okay. I know. It's just like it's hot out here. You get water? Yeah, I got it.
So that's how they're driving it.
I'm good, John. Just get yourself one.
That's how they drive it with that.
Yeah. Jose! No. Jose! Go bring my van over. Go get my van and leave it running. I get hot. I get hot. Okay? Bring it right behind you. I gotta get in it. Okay, boys, it's you two. I gotta go sit in my van. I'm too hot. Nice and easy. Just get it over there.
Here's a comment from Mare Martella. Happy day for progress. Here's Robert James Miller. Stop crying, snowflake. Mark McQueen says progress backwards. So let's see. Looks like they're taking it over this way. So they're going to load it onto a barge eventually. and they've got this taped off, so maybe this is where they're going to bring it. Wells Todd says this is one small blow against white supremacy. The true history of schools, the true history of America needs to be taught in schools. We should not be honoring people who enslaved human beings or presided over 100 years of lynching and segregation. Thank you, Mark, for tuning in. Go over here and get another view. We're just moving this thing little by little, going really slow. Here's a comment from Chevis Phoenix. This monument was built for fallen soldiers that never made it home. The wives of these American soldiers raised money on their own by having bake sales. This is disgusting. Here's another comment. Yep, erase history. That will make it go away. Thanks for the comment, Chavis. And thank you for the comment, Mario Martelli, who says the monument was originally set up on private land and should have remained there. Hi. May I ask your opinion on the monument?
Well, if they had to do something with it, if I had a choice, I would have said take the plaques for World War I and World War II and put them on there, make it a monument to everybody.
Like to all war veterans.
Yeah, they had to do something.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay with me.
Do you have an opinion? Okay. Thank you. Oh, we talked, didn't we? How are you? Right?
Let's just go on and on about how much more this is cheap of people's money. They didn't really want to hear all about that.
Oh, okay.
And they can also like all these people around here are the players, the evil people, all the ones on the right. Everybody's been, not you guys, but everybody out there. They've been the players since day one.
You know, I asked the group.
I didn't realize until today they're going to put it on a barge.
Oh yeah, so that's extra money because you know why? Because number one, they underestimated for the height. Okay, so now they couldn't, instead of going all through from here to Chalk Creek and taking every power line down, they go, oh, well, we'll put it on a barge instead. Well, how much is that going to cost? So that's extras. So then they underestimated that, and they underestimated on the weightage. It's 80,000 pounds of wind. So basically they fucked up. And like they're running around, the city manager, everybody's running around. This was not planned. And for them to do this, it's like a whole other way of like a send-off on memorials to your loved ones. You don't just put them on a barge and take them away. I mean, you have to do a whole ceremony. But I don't think so.
But too much, that much water is too much.
I'm glad you're out here recording. It's good.
But still,
You too.
the mine runs off.
Well, I appreciate you keeping me posted. If not for your videos, I wouldn't know a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because it's like a alert system. Okay. So here's a comment from Sandy. Total disrespect for fallen soldiers and their families. Here's another comment. Only the uneducated would think this erases history. Here's another comment. They were traitors, not Americans. Good riddance. So this street is going to be closed off until tomorrow when they are going to put this thing on a barge. I'm sorry, I
Well, you're fine. You're fine.
don't want to get in your way. Here's a comment. I think they should put a statue there honoring President Benjamin Franklin. He invented electricity. So here's a view of this marina here, and then off in the background there is the Bridge of Lions. This is the St. Augustine seawall. You can see here's a little plaque over here for the St. Augustine seawall.
That's what it is.
Hey, do you want me to tell you some news? You know, Leon Freeman, she's on the commission right here.
Yeah, I'll just sign off here for a second if you want.
Okay.
You know, I'm still doing singing, so I'll just sign off. Just be 1 second. So that's that. This monument, which stood in the same spot for 141 years, has now been dug up, split in two, taken off the Plaza de la Constitución in St. Augustine, Florida, oldest city in America, and rolled out to sit here on Menendez Street, where tomorrow it will be loaded onto a barge, taken along the St. Johns River, and put in a spot called the Trout Creek Fish Camp. At least that's the plan. Thanks very much for tuning in.